Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talking Reds. And what a result last night. I hope you are all happy Reds today after last night's result. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. What a statement made by Liverpool last night. 2-0 against Real Madrid. Yes, it was a slightly depleted Real Madrid side. However, we were slightly depleted as well, if you look at it. Unbiased wise. But we did the job and we got it done convincingly, I'd say. I know it was 2-0 in the end, but it was convincing in terms of the way we played. We absolutely dominated the second half, especially, and run out as winners, deserved winners, massively. Brilliant performances all round the Reds team, from Conor Bradley at right back, Gavin Birch and Alexis McAllister in midfield. And wow, this is a huge statement, not just in terms of the Champions League, but in terms of the whole season. And this begs the question right now, Reds. This begs the question for around the world, around Europe. Are Arne Slot's Liverpool right now the best team in the world? It's got to be said right now. It's got to be absolutely said. And us as Liverpool fans, a lot of us are quite humble with what we're doing and saying, like, we still might not win the title. We're not getting too giddy yet. We might not win the title. Might not win the Champions League. But it's looking good. It's looking very, very good. And we can say right now, in terms of form and the way we are playing right now, I'm going to put my neck out there and say that we are right now, currently, obviously on form, we're the best team in the world. Whether we win the Premier League or the Champions League, whatever, that's yet to be decided. And no one's. There's going to be fans out there that might stick their neck out on the line and say, like, we're going to win this, we're going to win this Champions League, we're going to win the Premier League. But right now, let's just calm it, be patient, see what happens. We know it's a long season. We know how football can work, and we know football can turn just at the flip of a coin. But right now, excellent. I can't even explain how good we actually are playing right now. But there's even when we're not playing well, we're still getting the results, and that's a sign of absolute champions. Again, Southampton, we didn't play well at all. I thought Southampton played, I'd say, probably the better of in terms of attacking wise, the football. But we got the result. We got the job done, and only dropping 2 games all season. When every Champions League game so far has come to us, one of the games dropping was away to Arsenal. So the only hiccup we've had, don't remind us about this, is the Forest game at home. But in terms of results, we've been grinding out every single game. But even when we're not playing well, we're getting results. And then when we do play well, we play like last night, and we were outstanding, absolutely outstanding. We ain't got Alisson Becker right now. Kelleher comes up, steps up, don't really make much difference without Alisson Becker. Jota's injured. Obviously, Nunes isn't really scoring the goals, but he did a job last night. I thought he did all right, getting in behind the defence, causing a little bit of havoc. I still think he needs to improve massively on his game, his intelligence, and especially his goals, his goals to game ratio, and his finishing definitely improved. But there were bits last night. He did all right, but still not really missing Jota right now, because other people can come up with goals. If Sal's not coming up with goals, Gakpo comes up with a goal. If Gakpo comes up with a goal, Diaz comes up with a goal, and so on. There's other people that's getting goals and chipping in with goals when we need it. So we're not missing Jota too much. Trent Alexander-Arnold, the guy that Real Madrid want right now, the best right back in the world. Real Madrid prioritise this guy as a major signing next season, whether it be January or in summer. Benched, obviously, last night, coming back from injury. But do we miss him? Nah. Conor Bradley, fair play to you, lad. Fair play to you. We said it on the preview. Me and Cam did the preview, and we said this could be make or break for Conor Bradley. It could be a big night for him in terms against Mbappe. It could be a night where Mbappe destroys him. It could be a night where we think we're like, if Trent does go, we're fine. And last night it was absolutely making of him. Absolute making of him. We've seen times of Conor Bradley. We've seen times in the past where he's been fantastic, and the Southampton game wasn't that. And that's what I think that's what worried a lot of fans in terms of going into last night, was that Southampton game. He was quite poor, but last night was the game where Champions League against one of the best players in the world. Sometimes some people would describe him as the best player in the world, against the biggest club in the world and the biggest competition, and he stood out massively. He was absolutely outstanding. people are going to go back to that tackle that he made on Mbappe and took him out of the game. That's a proper tackle, by the way. That's a proper tackle you see on the Saturday League, Sunday League, where you get the ball and the man, you make sure you hit him, but you also, it's a clean tackle. They're the kind of tackles I absolutely loved in this game, and that tackle just summed up the night for Conor Bradley. But all game, it was just sensational, absolutely sensational from minute one. Not just attacking wise, but defending fantastic. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's gonna be looking like, I'm actually gonna get back into this team. Forget the Real Madrid next season if I do go to Real Madrid. I'm gonna get back into this team. And same with Alisson Becker. Is he gonna look at Kelleher and think, I've got a bit of time. This is what we want, those Liverpool football clubs. This is what we want. We want competition. We want people to keep each other on his toes. We want players to come out of the team and worrying about not getting back in the team. And Alisson Becker is the best keeper in the world, undoubtedly. Trent Alexander-Arnold's best right back in the world. But even right now, they're looking at these two players and thinking, hang on a second, my place isn't actually guaranteed. And that's the best thing. That's the best place you can be as a team. That's the best place you can be as a manager for Arne Slot. Because having these selection headaches of like, do I actually bring Alisson back in? I'll turn back in. It's perfect because it's making each other perform, and this is exactly why you need squad depth. This is exactly why you need players in behind that are not just as good, but at least to a level that can push the people in front of them, especially if they drop off. There's not much of a massive drop off, and it's an absolute pleasure right now to see that where we have a couple of injuries, and we're not really losing out massively. I do worry when it comes to like midfield injuries, for example, because I don't think we've got the massive depth that we need in midfield. Again, with a centre back play, I think being lucky with the injuries in terms of position, because we've got Kelleher there, because we've got Bradley there. But if an injury like someone like, fingers crossed, Konate isn't as bad as what it first looked at last night. If an injury like that happens, then it might be a bit more of a worry. Or an injury to like a Gravenberch or McAllister, a bit more of a worry. But luckily, we've had the injuries where the players behind them, it's not that much of a drop off. So, are we the best team in the world? My opinion right now, yes, of course we are the best team in the world, and that's not me saying we're going to win the league, we're going to win the Champions League, but right now we are favourites for me for both, and I don't really like to do that, but we are. We've got to be honest with ourselves. We are favourites for both, and we weren't the favourites obviously at the beginning, but context for the season changes. Man City seems like they're on a fall off right now. We've got Man City on Sunday, obviously, but what a better time to play them as well. What absolute better time to play them, Man City. If we couldn't have picked a better time to play Man City. They're on an absolute drop off. Champions League, Real Madrid are not looking good. You know, Bayern Munich got a result the other night. PSG look like they're going out. Who else behind Liverpool right now are looking good in the Champions League? Apart from like Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter, Dortmund. That's about it. In terms of the big boys, that's about it. Man City are dropping off. I still think Man City also go through. I think Real Madrid will go through. Bayern Munich are going through. I still only think PSG will go through. I know they're playing absolutely terrible right now, but I think they still go through. But who can seriously look at that in Champions League and think who's going to push Liverpool here right now? And the only two for me right now in terms of form is, and I'm including Arsenal in this because the other night against Sporting Lisbon, unbelievable. That's a result. That's another statement made by Arsenal, by the way, away to Sporting Lisbon, who had previously beaten Man City, and they went away to and absolutely battered them in their own backyard. So I think that was a statement from Arsenal. I think Barcelona are the second team behind Liverpool in terms of what I'm looking at right now as a threat to Liverpool. They're playing some sensational football. Lewandowski is getting the goals as he does. Rafinha is playing unbelievable. Yamal's going to come back at some point, and they're playing incredible football at Barcelona. So I think they're the biggest threat for Liverpool right now in the Champions League. But again, the league, we are favourites because of the points difference, because of the way we're playing. I heard someone say it the other day, actually, it's not just because of the points difference, it's because of the way they're playing. We're looking like fucking champions. We're looking like we did back in 2020 when we won the league. We're looking scarily good at times. And like I said, we haven't been playing well all season. Some Liverpool fans might be out there that'll say, "Well, we've been playing well every single week," but if you actually watch the games properly, we haven't been playing that well. But we still haven't been getting results, and that is, I said it before, that's the sign of champions. Back in 2020, when we won the league, 2019 and 2020, when we won the league, there were times where we had to scrape through games, and there were plenty of times where we played poor, but we got the results, and that's what you need to do. We're looking good in defence at time. I still, like I said, I've said it before. The midfield's still a worry for me because teams are getting passes quite easily through the midfield, but everyone else is sort of stepping up to do that. And Gravenberch and McAllister, to sacrifice their games going forward a lot, but absolute props to them. Because it's not their fault that we didn't get a DM, but the sacrifice they're making and the ability to adapt their game, especially Gravenberch this season, incredible. I can't even put into words how good they've been in terms of the way they've had to adapt and change the game around. And wow, they are them two in terms of what they've done for Liverpool and the way they've adapted themselves. I think they're the foundations of what we've seen this season. It's through Gravenberch and the likes of McAllister as well. Because without them adapting the game, we'll be absolutely exposed. I hope we do go get a DM in January. We'll look at that January transfer window and we'll say it now. Like there'll be still people out there saying, "Like we don't need a DM." We're looking the best team. As I've just said there, we're looking right now as the best team in the world. We are the best team in the world in terms of form. But I don't want to go back into May. I don't want to fast forward to May now. Say we fast forward into May and we don't win the league, and it could have been because of a downfall like we did last year in terms of the midfield. I don't want to look back and think that was an opportunity missed. Because right now, we've got the perfect chance of winning the league, especially. We've also got a great chance of winning the Champions League. We've got opportunity here. And just like how we need opportunistic signings, that's exactly what we should be doing right now. We've got an opportunistic signing that could go and take this opportunity to win in the league and win in the Champions League, because it's not in our hands as such, but it is going our way. It's going our way. And it's up to us now if we want to accelerate straight forward in the same way, or do a U-turn. And a really good signing in January, like a DM or even left back, just to cover Robertson, so Robertson ain't having to play every single week and try to play out of a bad form, unless Tsimikas steps up a little bit more. A signing like that will not only improve us on the pitch in the holes or the mistakes or the liabilities that we're making, the lift it'll give the dressing room and the ambition it'll show the dressing room and saying, look, let's go fucking win this title. Let's go win this Champions League. Let's go win these trophies. Here's your boost. Here's your extra player. Here's your holes that will fill in here. Here's your issues that you're getting. Obviously, it might not guarantee to work, but what a statement it would be to go out in January and say, right, let's go get a DM here. Let's go fill that up. Let's push Gravenberch and McAllister a little bit further forward. Let's get the best out of these guys as well. Put a double pivot next to Gravenberch, more of a defensive-minded player, so you don't have to worry too much about the defence and start concentrating on what he's best at. Even though he has been sensational at defensive work at times this season, but get the best out of him in terms of going forward as well. Take the pressure off him. That's exactly what we need and what we're actually asking for. We're going to look back in May and think, I don't want to go, like I said, I don't want to go back into May and think that was a missed opportunity. Who saw this coming? Let's be honest. Who saw this coming? I think most Liverpool fans, including myself, would have been happy with a third place finish this season, a good run in the cups, been at Arne Slot's first season. we know we had a decent team to go and push a title race like we did last season to a certain extent, but we also know we'd still have issues and still have things that need addressing that haven't been addressed. And we've been at Arne Slot's first season. We don't put too much pressure on Arne Slot of going that way in there. But Arne Slot, the way he's come in as manager, he's changed things. And he's changed people's mindsets. He's changed people's goals this season. And he has moved the goalposts. And the goalpost right now is a title challenge. The goalpost right now is go win this fucking league. The goalpost is right now is go try win the Champions League. So that needs to be matched now off the pitch. That ambition this season needs to be matched off the pitch. We could still win the league if we don't get a signing in January. We could still win the Champions League if we don't get a signing in January. But it would be a big statement and a big boost, I think, for the dressing room to see something like that off the pitch and see that we are matching that ambition in both off and on pitch. And it's really exciting to be a Liverpool fan right now. Absolutely exciting to be a Liverpool fan right now. I couldn't think, and we haven't played anyone yet. You got to remember that. You got to remember that as well. We haven't played anyone yet as well. Shout out to the Arsenal fans out there. But yeah, it's very, very exciting being a Liverpool fan right now. What is everyone's thoughts at home about the season now? Have you changed your expectations? Have you changed your goals for the season? Do you want to win the league now? Is that an expectation rather than a hope? Is that a target now rather than top 3, top 4, which was at the start of the season for most of us? You know, what I've seen it. I've seen online as well about how does Arne Slot look at Jurgen Klopp, and does that look bad on Jurgen Klopp? And I don't think it does, because at the end of the day, this is still Jurgen Klopp's team. Arne Slot hasn't added anything to it really yet in terms of players, because Kiers hasn't really played. Added to the summer, and Mamadashvili is not coming till next season, in 2025. So I think right now we are the best team in the world, and nobody can deny that, whether you're a rival or not. Nobody can deny that. But I think we're still being humble. Liverpool fans are still being patient right now and keeping our heads down and keeping our feet on the ground. I think that's best mindset for the players as well. Don't get too carried away with yourselves, but take each game as it is. It is an old saying that each game is it. Take one step at a time. Take each game as they come. But that's what you got to do. Like, we could go into Sunday and lose. City have lost 5 in a row, and then they've drawn against Feyenoord from 3-0 up. But we could still lose on Sunday. And football works. And football works in ways that you don't expect it to work. And we could find in a few weeks' time, in a month's time, we could find ourselves in third. That's just the way it is. But what a brilliant opportunity on Sunday to go and beat City, extend the points over them. Obviously, we can't do whatever happens in the Arsenal game. If they win, they win. And I'm putting Chelsea out there in terms of a title race as well. Sent to a Chelsea fan, they are currently in a title race with us, because they don't look like stopping in terms of getting wins either. So put a huge statement out on Sunday, beat Man City, and go into December where we're getting some tough games coming up. Away to Newcastle's not easy. The Merseyside derby's not easy. Away to Tottenham's not easy. Away to West Ham's not easy. So we've got some tough games coming up in December. Let's start it right on Sunday. And start it right on Sunday, going to the Christmas period, where probably one of the toughest periods of the season. Games come thick and fast, and especially the games that we've got, we could expect it to be drop points, but we need to start it right on Sunday against Man City. It's really, really hard not to get excited, and it's really hard to not get giddy about what the way Liverpool are playing right now. But it's a long season. We know this. It's a long season, Liverpool. It's a long season, Reds. And right now we're in prime position. Right now we're in pole position. We need that little bit of gas to go this way. We need that pit stop. Change the wheels, up the tyres a little bit. It's now changed. It's raining, so we need to change the tyres a little bit. let's go and win this race. Let's go win this title. Let's go win this Champions League if we can. Let's really put our all into this. And I don't want to talk about contracts yet, but let's see whatever happens in the summer, whatever happens in next season happens next season. But this season, let's go do this. Let's go do this. We're currently the best team in the world. Let's keep it that way. Let's go win this title. Let's go win the Champions League. Let's make history. So thank you everyone for watching. If you do like this kind of content, if you do like this channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're only a new channel, but we've got some big plans for this channel with some amazing content to come out every single day. I'm trying to get at least 2-3 videos out a day if we can, but different kind of content as well. We've got talking quizzes, we've got talking stats, we've got different kind of content to keep you guys fresh, to keep you guys entertained at home. If you're a Reds or a rival fan, I hope you enjoy this channel. Reds, get involved as well. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, get your comments in. What kind of content do you want as Liverpool fans? What do you like? What do you prefer? Combined 11s? Do you like quizzes? Do you like stats? Do you like these sort of different contents? This sort of content, differently to just match reactions or match previews. It can get a bit tedious, so I'm trying to keep it fresh for you guys at home. Please subscribe to the channel, notification bells on as well, and it'll tell you whenever we upload anything on here. Thank you, Reds, and enjoy.